I had to pause real quick. Apologies. On our planet, we had glowing plasma. Our volcanoes didn't really exist. How do I put this? Our volcanoes. Oh, let me show you some trivial shit. I'm surprised they got this fucking thing over here. Okay, that was complete and absolute trivia. And I hate my obnoxious fucking dog. Will you shut the fuck up? No, I don't want to pet the damn thing. I don't want to. Okay, god damn it. Okay, wait. How do I get rid of it? Alright, kid, just shut the fuck up. Shut up. Uh, how do... I don't want to... I'm not looking to get rid of it. Can I put it away or something? Can I give it a fucking muzzle? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. There. Raise it beyond its goal. There. Just leave it in there and shut the fuck up forever. Seal it away. See it. Are you gonna seal it? There you go. Seal it away. And just don't touch that fucking thing for the rest of eternity. Anyway, now I shut the fuck up. Excuse me. There we go. We'll go back to the whole lava. Oh, fuck. I thought I was gonna be gone forever. God, you are an ugly fucking thing, aren't you? Yeah, progress it backwards. That was a horrible decision. That is the ugliest fucking thing I ever saw. God damn, now it's cute again. But it's annoying as hell. Okay, that bitch in. Second track. Anyway. Oh, he was ugly as fuck. I'm gonna hide here so the dog don't bark at me. Anyway. I gotta say. We had flowing plasma on our planet. We had an extremely poisonous and acidic gases. I mean, super acidic. More acidic than battery acid. And yes, it gets, you can go into the negative, the pH. It was very, very acidic. All the trees glowed of plasma. All the leaves had plasma. The ground had plasma. We evolved from jellyfish. Electric jellyfish. No, these electric jellyfish are not the ones you're thinking. They don't give you a little zap. They fire off. They can channel off great beams of electricity. Basically, like that of a weapon of mass destruction. One jellyfish can do catastrophic damage to an area, spraying lightning in all over the places, causing a beam of electricity to struck multiple entities. It's very complicated. We evolved from jellyfish, but then again, fairies also evolved from psychic worms. So I guess fairies had multiple early points. Psychic mind-controlling worms that slowly, very slowly developed. You know, you got worms on Earth that burrow into the butts of creatures, and they basically crawl the way up to the brain, eat it. Okay, those are dumb worms. Imagine psychic worms that still eat the body, but they can control it too. They basically, that's how it is. But eventually, these psychic worms slowly evolved into arthropods that were able to remain psychic, and that's how the hive mind happened. I don't want to get too deep into that. I just wanted to explain that, I just wanted to explain the faculty that, I don't even think this shit on our planet was water, to be honest. So one side of our planet was permanently dark, and the other side of our planet apparently was always light, because there was a portal in the middle of the forest somewhere that go to a place that looked completely opposite of fairyland. It was all sunny and golden, and on the other side it was all dark and broken down and worn down and ripped apart. And I remember there being a forest. I remember it being eternal darkness. So literally, there were two hives, and I don't know if that portal went to the other side of the planet, if that portal went to an opposite planet, if that portal went to a different dimension. I don't know. What I can say is that, what I can say is I do believe that fairies had multiple beginnings, evolutionary speaking. But I do remember being these jellyfish, and they can make a ring. They had like glowing rings on them, like lights, big glowing rings, and especially when they were charging up. And one thing I remember very vividly is that these jellyfish could get into a bigger ring, and they would spin really, really fast. Yeah, they could swim very, very quickly. They could electrically sink, and they would charge up an electric beam. After a couple of moments, they would generate a lot of electricity, and it would fire off like an ion cannon beam. Like, it's hard to describe, but imagine lightning going from water to sky. But it's a really, instead of a little thin lightning bolt the size of a pencil looks like, imagine if you had a bolt. How am I going to describe this? Imagine if you had a bolt the size of like a football field in diameter. It was just this beam of highly concentrated electricity that would tether up into the sky, and they could direct wherever they wanted over a mile to generate down. The further it went away, the more scattered and fucked up it became. But within like at least 75% of a mile, it was perfect damage done. And when it hits down, it was like an ion cannon made of pure electricity. But instead of one big boom, it was a continuous stream of electricity coming down from the clouds. It had to be clouds. If there were no clouds, they couldn't generate the clouds, then there could be no lightning. They couldn't do it. It would short them out. They had to generate the clouds and send electricity going through. I don't know how they did this shit. But they somehow used some kind of... It was jellyfish at the time. Highly sentient, highly intellectual jellyfish. Again, don't ask me. I'm explaining my world, where I come from. And it would blast this shit down, and it basically was a nuclear lightning bolt, minus the fire, more plasma. I know fire is plasma, but it was more like electricity. And it would have a massive electrical rip of explosion there. So basically, they fired off a non-radioactive, non-fiery, electric nuclear explosion that they would then be paralyzed for a while, and they would have to float away real quick and to be stunned for like hours. But they could do that. And it took them like over a week to recharge enough electricity. It could also kill them also doing that. But the amount of devastation it would be, if they did it today on I don't know if they could do it on Earth. I don't know if there was salt in the water. I don't even know if the fluid on our planet was even water to begin with. Just because it's a liquid doesn't mean it's water. Just because it's a clear liquid doesn't mean it's water. There's a lot of clear liquids on Earth that they're not all water. Anyway, but if they were to do it today, it would take out an entire state. That's the destruction. Well, what state? Well, that would be a good question to ask. Okay. I would say around 45 to almost 55 or 50% of all of Texas. Imagine the blast directly in the middle of Texas. Boom! Let's not also forget that the ground will be intensely electrically charged for probably like the rest, like a good 3 days at least. Each day getting never weaker. So there is kind of like electrical fallout. If you are in the area, you could get plasma burns. Like there are vaporous plasma, there are clouds of pure vapor that would burn you. The ground, things could be electrically charged that will also discharge off of you if you get too close. There is that. Yeah, that exists on our planet. That's what I said. I used to jump into old volcanoes on our planet, and we don't have lava on our planet. That's one big indicator that made me go, to when the Greys said that Earth was our home. It doesn't feel like a home. It's still like one big ass fucking lie. Like it is one of the. It's like a. It feels like a giant shameless lie. That's what it feels like. It's just a bold-ass lie. Because I remember jumping in volcanoes on our planet, and there was never any lava. There was nothing but darkness, and you could turn to the side, and you could see a good portion of fairyland through portals inside the volcanoes. This was not on Earth, just so you know. I was not every okay. The universe isn't just Earth. There is multiple other worlds out there, and trillions beyond trillions of other experiences that are not human experiences. And there are so many fucking worlds out there you can't even conceive of it. There is so much shit out there. So, if this story sounds a little wild, keep in mind, you are a human on Earth, and you probably only experience Earth. Or you're probably a closed-minded dumbass. Hole. Anyway. So, yeah, so there's no plasma. There's no liquid plasma waterfalls. I don't see any history of highly evolved insectoids on this Earth. I don't see any of that shit. I don't see any history. I don't see any lore. I don't see any mythology. I don't see any rumors. I see some scientists who I think are all full of shit, saying that there was a Jurassic era, and it just makes me think. You know, it makes me fucking think. Like, this really wasn't our planet. It never was. Plus, oxygen is poisonous to us. I know I breathe a lot of it. Let's just say I have to do certain things to get other gases so I survive on the planet. Let's just say I have to do certain things. Leave it at that. Let's just say techniques. I don't breathe oxygen, really. I have to biologically tolerate oxygen. I don't actually breathe it. How I know this? Because if I keep breathing just oxygen or what humans would call a clean room and a clean air, I start to get very lightheaded and I start to suffocate. I literally begin to I begin to pant. I begin to faint. Let's just say I do certain things in the environment that creates a different gas. A gas that is very pungent and overrides and eliminates the gas of oxygen. And I make sure that this gas is as thick as possible, but it doesn't last very long. It has to be redone over and over again, which is a good thing because I get a natural occurrence that we all have to fucking do. And that's how I'm able to do this. Doesn't make any sense. Good. Anyway. But yeah, I can't breathe oxygen. If I'm away from the special gas that I create for too long, I'm gonna have heart failure. My brain's gonna seize up, and my blood's gonna become completely poisonous to my rest of my body. It's not gonna be just unhealthy. It's going to be my blood's gonna become suicide for the rest of my entire body. I will have my body will have zero gas to use to tolerate the other gases, and then I die. I'll suffocate, and my blood turns to poison. Trust me, I know this. I tried to go a long time without the gas, and they almost killed me multiple times. And before when you fuckers say, "Oh, it's all in your head," please do me a favor and don't drink any more water the rest of your life. And when you feel like you're dying, "Oh, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. It's just in your head. It's not real. Your experience is all in your head. Don't drink another glass of water. No more water." Get my point? Anyway. You get where I'm getting at. I'm fucking beating a dead horse. That's a really stupid thing. I wish I didn't have to say that. Or I wish I didn't say it. Whatever. Hey, you get my goddamn point. So, yeah. Our planet was extremely acidic and toxic. Everything was acidic and toxic. It was extremely. There was a lot of acid clouds flowing right everywhere. I mean, this acid was so fucking condensed. If you were on our planet, you would dissolve within seconds. I know it sounds like crazy talk, But the acid was so powerful, you would disintegrate and the planet would basically digest you within less than 30 seconds. You would become charcoal. The acid would really char you. It would burn you so hard. So anyone that would jump in our water would also instantly disintegrate basically within seconds. Not even 30 seconds, 15 seconds. I mean, 15 seconds, you'd be disintegrated. So that's why I have this big suspicion that I don't think our fluid was water, because it was so super acidic. I don't think we come from Earth, and I think what the Greys are doing is I think they're trying to do an alien takeover. I think this is really going to be an alien world dominating event, and then they're going to try to geoengineer the planet to be like our planet. Also, our planet Fairyland is also extremely hot. So get used to 500 to 700 degrees Fahrenheit heat as a normal day. And no, the plants on our planet did not catch fire. Where we came from, fire was a rarity. There was almost no fire anywhere on our planet. That's another thing I wanted to let you know. Fire couldn't really survive on our planet. There was things that were like fire, but they weren't fire, and you could make them float up in the air, directly up. You could just, they were like a whitish, bluish tint of green fire, like tint of white, but tint of blue. It was more basically the whitish, cream-looking fire that would barely burn at all, produce little heat, and not much light, but would glow bright. If anything, it looked more like a decoration and didn't really serve any purpose. You couldn't really cook your food on it. So, I don't want to go through it. Where I come from is an alien homeworld. That I didn't do shit to deserve this fucking forced incarnation and enslavement from the grave. I didn't do shit to deserve this. Now some fairies kind of found a way how to sort of figure out how to cook with the fire. But it wasn't good. It took a very long time. Like on Earth, it would take like 5-10 minutes to cook with fire. On our planet, it would probably take like 3 hours. About that. 2 hours. If you find a way to make it hot enough, an hour and a half. That's still a long time compared to Earth time. Oh yeah, the gravity was also very different on our planet. It was much lighter. Like this warfare, able to jump a knife in the sky. Okay, this is a bad example because it comes down so fast. Damn it. I can't. Oh, damn it. I can't fucking do that either. Damn it. Anyway, you get my goddamn point. So, yeah, I think it's all. I think they're lying. I think they're just trying to take over Earth. I think the Greys just want to conquer the Earth, have a big world. They can turn into their home world and set that place up. And they created humanity because fairies can't have sex. They can't reproduce. They've lost it. And most fairies went extinct. They're trying to use their creation, the humans, to recreate the Fae race. So yeah, they created humanity from scratch. Actually, they made humanity from their DNA, but they kept fucking it up because the Greys are fuck-ups. It's like how they're gonna fuck this war up, and it's gonna appear that it never happened. There was never any intention for this to happen, but it was real. It's not a fake invasion; it's a real alien invasion. That's what I think they're doing. Yeah, I think they're trying to actually invade. Damn it! I think they're trying to really invade Earth, so they can turn into a hive world, a fairyland. And they said, they told us, Hive was a lot of shit, a lot of briefing. They're gonna move the Earth closer to the sun, much closer. Why? So they superheat the planet up, like our planet. Like I said, 500 to 700 degrees Fahrenheit was our heat. And no, it did not damage the ground. Actually, that kind of temperature made the plants on our planet very healthy. I remember that a lot of, let's just say, creatures or aliens or dragons also, because they came from Draco when the Reptilians tried to conquer our planet. or where we come from, try to land, that's why I know they would dissolve really fast and they would not last very long. They would get dissolved, they would digest it, they get ripped apart by the water. They try to breathe the air in and blood would come out of their nose real quick. They blow blood out of their fucking nose, red blood. A lot of fairies actually no fairy, I've never seen a fairy with red blood. If you would have cut the arm of a fairy, you'd be getting your ass kicked by a bunch of fairies. But if you cut the arm of a fairy, you're going to see clear blood, and even the blood of a fairy is extremely acidic and toxic, just like where we come from. Yes, the blood of a fairy is acidic, more acidic than battery acid. I would say 1,000 times more acidic than stomach acid. Fairies have when we had our bodies, very extremely acidic fucking blood. So, and it's also poisonous. Extremely poisonous, extremely so. And I just thought I'd let you goddamn know that. So, yeah, it all comes back to the fucking Warframe thing. I just made me think that's real coincidental. Anyway, I just want to upload these goddamn videos. Just want to upload them. Anyway, so I'll be seeing you guys later. What I told you about Fairyland's real. And I don't think that Earth ever was Fairyland. I think they lied. Grace gave me a bunch of bullshit saying they modified everything. They never explained who the they were. Who's they? We won't explain. They changed everything. They modified everything up. They made this world their world. Again, they never described the they. So I'm just like, who the fuck's the they? Who's they? Is the race or creature you're talking about called the they? I don't know. I really don't think this was ever our home world. This place, yeah. I don't think even with their technology they can convert a fucking planet into something else they want it to be. I don't think they can turn the water to acidic. I don't think they can superheat the planet up by 2045 and fire all over the goddamn place and 500 degree Fahrenheit heat everywhere. And yeah, I don't think that's gonna fucking happen. I don't think so. I think the Greys are a bunch of dumbasses. That's what I think. Is everything I'm saying real? Yes. Yes. Am I one of their hybrids? Yes. Am I a human being? No. So, just want to show that off. Let me share that off. And that's all there is to it. I know. You're probably gonna mock me, whoever you are watching this video. I didn't bullshit you. I didn't lie. And I'm not fucking crazy. And no, I don't do drugs and I don't do alcohol. Goddamn annoying dog. Anyway, I'm gonna upload this goddamn video and I'm gonna post it somewhere else. Later.